everybody, dance. Dance, everybody, dance, everybody. Dance, everybody, dance, everybody. Dance, everybody, dance, everybody, dance. But dance, everybody, dance. Dance, everybody, dance, everybody, dance. To go. Stop. I didn't. That's why you should never